All right, what pairs you guys want to look at?
CHF, JPY, and GU.
GU is already here. We can wait to get some more pullback here. See if we get the rejection at 1.29900, and then it should continue down further from here.
Why is there sudden move this much, like 600 pips or 500 pips?
It's a correction. Weakness in GBP, and the dollar was strong. So from here all the way there, 578 pips. It rejected the daily key zone, and then it started correcting to the downside.
Can we have a look at CHF, JPY?
Yes. Let's see if I have it here. And then GBP NZD. Okay. See. Yeah, this one is pushing hard too. Let's see if we get a rejection here, or otherwise it could rise up to 116, 335. It's just having a stronger retrace and correction.
Hello.
I hear you. So it's not ready for an entry yet. It's in the middle of the zone. It could give us rejection.
There is a sell signal in this CHF, JPY.
Where?
K2.
Let me see.
Let me check.
Well, you have to remember, like, we don't trade the same. K2 just trades momentum.
At entry at 447, and I think it's about to hit SL. SL is at 116197, about 75 pips.
Oh, that was sold right here. Yeah, see, that's the difference between how I trade and how K2 strategy is. Like, you see, this move already pretty much made it to the bottom of this zone. But like, they saw the volume and they try to sell more. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't sell when the move is almost over. But it says it hit TP1 for 18 pips though. So if you follow that, you have to use, you know, you have to trail your stop loss, because like usually TP1 and 2, it's like a small move. So in order for you to secure that, you have to trail your stop loss.
Okay. So we can also, we don't have any entry at the moment.
No, nothing yet.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. GU should be new entry for sell. Just have to wait and see here, because this candle is pretty strong, so it's not yet ready, but it should reject in this zone so we can sell it down. Okay, GBP NZD, let's look at it. Okay, so that is broke with a 4 hour, yeah. So this is now. So hopefully this gives us some retrace so we can enter for GU, but it should be further sell off pips, like you asked about GN. So this should definitely continue further down. It's just now in a pullback stage. So it would be good if we get any pullback here between 1.95370 and 1.95670. So that would be a sell range for this pair right here. If you are in the sell, then I would hold it, depending where you entered. If you entered or you were just looking at it.
Ines, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you draw on your fibs, what is the rule that you follow? Do you start at the beginning of the move, or what candle do you normally start your fib at?
Yeah, so you start at the beginning of the impulsive move to the end. Like here, this is where this retrace has ended, the retrace of the previous structure. It made another lower low, and then you measure that pullback. Okay, let's start from the top, because this is now using fibs in a downtrend, right? So here we go. All right, so let's start from here. See here, we had a move, and then it ended there. So we had a retrace perfectly to 61.8, right? So once we measure that, we move it down, right? Because this is now new impulsive move, right? To there. See again, 61.8, perfect rejection. Then we keep going down. So now this is next move to measure. It gave us between 50 and 61.8. And now the current one would be right here. And that's why we are just waiting now to see if we get that pullback for a better entry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, for GN, I would just wait it out a little bit because it's pretty much almost in the middle of this zone. And remember, don't enter in the middle. Just wait for this pullback. It is due because you see every wave has a retrace. So this should, if anything, retrace to 1.95, and then we can look for some momentum back to the downside for GN. Messenger audio. Okay. All right, guys, find more pairs and questions. Just give me 2-3 minutes. I have one very important phone call to make, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to take that phone call. All right, so we have US 30 and S&P. Okay. So actually US 30 and the other indices, which we will see, they finally found some area of support. I had this yellow line here marked where I was looking for US 30 to pull to. Which would require a further push back up. But as long as we can remain with the current 4-hour candle above this 27,660, we do have a chance to go higher, right? Otherwise, this might just be a pullback for a further drop. So I would say still it would be a little bit safer if we get the momentum to push past 27,800 and then to get into the buys on the on US 30. But it's good to see that it has found some support in this liquidity zone. But see how they try to trap people with this long wick. Yeah, 300 points long wick. So yeah, for me personally, to buy this, I would want to see some more momentum going, and I would like to see it break above 27,800. Otherwise, it might just be a retrace from this bigger move here.
So Anas, should price close above 27,800, or as soon as it crosses 27,800?
I believe it will close if it starts pushing past that level.
Okay, so as soon as it passes 27,800, we can look for buys.
Yeah, I would consider buying it then.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you in the buy, Dead Boy? Remember, you can unmute yourself, speak up if it's easier than to type in the chat.
I wasn't in the buy. I was just seeing what your thought about it was before the daily US 30 was called.
Got you. Yeah. So I mean, even let's say if we look on we are on 1 hour, right? It sort of is also looking like an inverted head and shoulders, but that would mean we would have to get some pullback here to retest 27,600 just to verify that the price is now forming support at that level. And if it starts pushing past 27,800, then this will be valid because it's confluenced with this liquidity zone. So inverted head and shoulders will mean a bullish reversal pattern.
Copy that.
Yeah, so it has a good potential to finally start rising back up. I just wanna, yeah, we might be buying this gold. Just wanna see reaction here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Next, S&P. And okay, well, all indices. All right, let's see here. Let's delete that. See where we at. 4 hour. Okay, so it closed above the zone. Good sign. But again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so so this bearish move should actually end on indices because we have 5 waves down, right? So this should be completion of it. Now it's only to see, you know, what type of correction we are getting here. Are we going back to the upside, or so? Let's look at that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Go on 1 hour and we can delete fibs. Yeah, so similar like we look at US30, we could consider some buys if we break, let's say 3380 on S&P, and we could see some momentum going back up. But personally, I would probably wait to see break of 3,395, just because that's the area here that we have as a current and most relevant resistance. But it looks similar structure as US30, so it does have definitely potential to go back up. But again, remember, this could be just the retrace from this whole impulsive move, and it could just reject exactly there because there's a confluence for selling as well. So I personally don't like it just now. I would like to see a break of this structure above to push through 61.8 retrace, and shows that volume, and it has a good chance to do that. It's just in my eyes a little bit early to enter those buys. NAS 100, let's see. Okay. Let's move this down. Okay, so for Miss Mary, so for NAS 100, I would like to see it push past 11,300. And if we get that push above, something like that, candle, then I do believe we are going to target this next level at 11,730. So it does have, current New York Open, it is showing some bullish volume, showing some momentum to the upside. It's not as much as I was anticipating, to be honest. I was actually looking for them to start recovering a bit more aggressively for today's New York, but we had this one candle that was a good momentum, and then now we're having this candle that is respecting this level, and for that reason I'm not advising to buy just yet.
Okay, I'm in a buy for it already. Would you just suggest that I trade the buy?
Okay, gotcha. Where did you enter?
11,080.
You always have a good entries. Nice. Hold on, let's mark that. 11,080 should be right here. Okay. Yeah, so definitely nice entry. So you saw the structure made a higher low. So definitely you again entered at the wick. So a great job with that. I would personally, move stop loss in a profit to secure some, just because you see this current rejection here. It's something even I don't like to see, and I'm not in a trade because I was hoping we were gonna get this momentum to carry us back up so that I can scale into buy as well. But you see this rejection here now. It's pretty strong. So I would probably move my stop loss somewhere here, just below this current candlestick formation, to secure some profit,
Mhm.
because you don't want to give profits back to market. You know, and the big moves will happen, right? I always try to address that the big moves will happen when we will catch, you know, 800 plus points a day. But it's these times in the market where, you know, we see, like, let's say, um, random movement that we didn't anticipate or maybe we didn't prepare for, but yet we still managed to get a good entry. You know, always secure those profits, because like they will add up, and it's just matter of the time when we will get one big move that we will, you know, just make a lot of money on. um, but what really determines, um, let's say, trading career of someone is knowing when to reduce their losses, and also when to manage the trades a little bit better to secure those profits and not give them back to market, right? So I would, like I said again, I would wait for it to hopefully break 11,300, and then I don't think we'll have much hiccups on the way to 11,730. Maybe some slowdown here around 11,475 after that happens, but I don't think it will be major. It's just the key is for us to see price rise above that level for NAS.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And you want to see GER 30. Where are you? Wait, hold on. Okay, so it should be this one, right? It's Miss Mary. It's the one with the current price at 13,160.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, that's showing a good sign too. And then we'll check GA gold and silver. See this? Oh, we have a gap there. Well, this honestly should continue rising. It's already breaking this structure right here to the upside. So 13,295. It's a very, let's say, realistic target for today. If you are in a buy here as well, this should be. Let's see here. Measure this. Yeah, at least 13,250 for this third extension. So this should keep rising.
Hannes, would you recommend us getting into DAX right now?
Yeah, this is well, so they, I think they refer it to Germany 30, similar to like our US 30 index.
Yes.
I honestly never ever traded this one, but that's what's the one for like the Germany market, I believe. And I know a lot of them trade this in the Wade group. So Miss Mary was asking to go over this one, and I believe this will keep rising up.
Okay.
Miss Mary, are you in this trade as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, hold on. Let's move fibs. Where did you enter this?
I entered at 12. Let me check my thingy before I start speaking.
That's okay. Take your time.
At 12,920.
12,920. Wow, that's amazing. Really great job.
Profit.
920 right here. Wow. Yeah. So what I would do right now, since you are in a really nice profit, so from here, it's already up. What is that? 230 points. So that's 2,300 pips. So I would definitely move that stop loss at least right below this structure here. So that way you secure, what is that, 130 points, so 1,300 pips, right? And then as this keeps moving up and it creates another higher high, then you move it just below that new structure. And that's how you remain in the winning trade, and you get most profit out of it by trailing that as it moves more into profit. But I would definitely secure those 130 points at least.
Okay.
Because if anything, even let's say, it starts acting up and, pulls back and, does this and stuff like that, even if it pulls back into this liquidity zone, your stop loss is below that zone. So you have, you have a high chance to wait it out before this next push back to that, new level that should be tested. Or it might just straight up keep going, it doesn't have a huge volume, I'm assuming, because, we are out of London session. So there's a little slow down with it, and you're gonna probably see higher volume in the S&P, in NAS and US 30, but this should keep rising.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great job on the entry. Amazing.
I've been watching your videos, so I'm learning.
Well, it's like I said, it's your work. I'll help however I can, but unfortunately I cannot do the work for you guys. So when I see you guys putting in work, I'm very, very happy.
Well, Enes, I just got into DAX right now. What would be a good stop loss?
You got into this one because you see they are the same. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry, DAX German 30, DAX 30. Yeah.
So how is this one different on TradingView? So this current price is 13,150, and the one we just looked at is 13,167.
Oh, that's weird.
You see here, so we are at the DAX, but look at this one.
Is that the same thing? Just like a different broker?
Probably different broker. Hold on.
Oh, let's see on my price. I got in at 13,160.
Okay, let's squeeze this back. 13 was, so you pretty much just got in it.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, entering here, you're gonna have to give it, decent stop loss. It has to be below this structure, to be honest with you. Like on the 30-minute, yeah, just because there's that chance that they might pull back for more liquidity here before doing that.
Okay. I put my stop loss at 13,000.
Okay. Oh yeah, that should be
Okay.
more than enough. Yeah, that should be more than enough.
Yeah. And I put my take profit just below that thing that you said earlier. I put mine at 13280.
Okay, well, that's a third fib extension, so that should it should be achieved, let's say.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
or anytime, brother. So next one is GA. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. I'll look at every single pair you write as long as you have them. I'm just gonna be respectful and go in order. So next one is GA. Where you at?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you draw your Fibonacci lines differently for buy and a sell? Like, do you start at the top for a buy, have the 100 at the top and the 0 at the bottom, and then the other way around?
Yes. So you use fibs two different ways. The way you use them in uptrend and a downtrend is a different. So I have a video I just shared yesterday. Are you maybe in price action alerts chat, or which group did you join the this session from?
From Billionaire Bound. But yes, I am in the price action chat. Is that the K2 price action?
Yeah, alerts chat.
Yes.
Can you hold on? Let me tag you in that. What is your let's say Telegram username?
Oh, I'm sorry. My phone was on mute.
Oh, it's okay. What is your Telegram? Imani?
Imani is Shay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're there. All right. So I just tagged you on the video. I see you wrote there.
Thank you.
So yeah, in that video I recorded how you exactly used it in uptrend and downtrend, and how you get your projections. Definitely find time to watch that. It's only like 18 minutes long, and I promise you, if you just master fibs, like you can literally use fibs to trade. And I'm not even lying. I know the guy who is almost millionaire just trading with the fibs, but he just uses regular fibs 0 to 100, and then he uses fib extensions. So I even simplified it more for you guys in that video, because I have them both all on one settings, so it's no confusion, it's less steps, and it's really really beneficial. All you have to do with just using fib strategy, you have to understand, is it uptrend, downtrend, and where it's beginning or end of impulsive wave or move, and that's it. Yeah, this is going up. Yeah, this should be
Okay,
going up.
thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, GA. Let's see, where is it? GN. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this was the old trade. GBPs are falling like last year. I need a new zone here. Wow, if GA breaks this zone, this is gonna be nasty. All right. Okay, so it's rejecting at the moment. We do have this large breakthrough here, so we'll mark that. All right. So, Pips, are you in GA, or you just wanted me to share what I see on it? Remember, you can unmute yourself to speak up. Just what you see, and I'm in it. Oh, okay, are you in a sell or buy? I'm gonna say sell. Nice. Where was your entry? I'll give you some time if you can look up your entry point so I can tell you what I would do. 7,870. Oh, okay, so you just recently entered. Okay. So I'll be, like always, very transparent and very honest. So I do think it will rise from here before another drop, just because this impulsive wave has ended and now we are in the retrace phase, right? Or pullback phase, whichever one is easier to, refer it to. It's the same thing. So I do believe we will get some pullback, maybe not to 61.8, maybe lower, maybe just 38.2, but it's also a daily zone, right? And if we do get a rejection anywhere between 38.2 and 61.8, there's a high chance we will go lower, just because this momentum has been crazy, and we might go down to 1.77300. But I just don't want you to, panic, because it might go higher, it might retrace before next fall. So it's okay, you entered a little bit early, but just try next time. I don't know what made you enter. If you want to share, so we can discuss this. But like, you pretty much entered at the end of this impulsive wave, and pretty much right at the bottom of the daily support and demand zone, and you want to try to avoid that, right? Because the move pretty much ended, and we could have anticipated some reaction from this area, because it's a daily level, right? So it's one of the key levels that we can see reaction off of, and that's why we see this pullback starting now from here. But yeah, it's still valid for sells. It's just you would have to hold that drawdown, or and see where the retrace ends, and maybe add a new position so that you can average down on your entry, and that way, when it drops back down more, you recover that drawdown, and you gain more profits. So that's what I see on GA. Okay, next, gold and then silver. Gold is testing this. We might be buying this. Let's see. 1952. Okay, let's set the alert here. Okay, if that gets triggered. Okay, so Victor, for the gold, I am biased towards buys. If you are in it already, that's amazing. But personally, I would like to see it break this this zone right here, right, that I have sort of boxed out. I would like to see it break above, and then maybe small pullback where we can enter on, right? Because if it breaks above, this will definitely go to at least 1964, possibly 1970 again. So the current bias is buy because it broke above 1941 and it closed there. So yeah, if you are in a buy, I would hold it. I would trail that stop loss. But for those who are not in it, I would rather wait to see some more momentum break up and validate further buys. Because right now it's not a good time to buy, as we might be getting rejected at these levels here. So I don't know about dropping unless I see the rejection here. So right now it's looking like we'll get a buy before sell unless we see rejection once again here, which somewhat is trying to reject. We have request for silver. Usually silver and gold move same. Well, let's see. No. Line. Okay. So for the silver, right now we have to see the rejection at 27,034, because we could get rejected in this zone here. I wouldn't buy it unless we see the breakout, but if we see rejection, we can head back down to back to 2647. Mr. Big Bands, are you in a silver? Angel, I would have to check for Germany 30. I think you are a little bit late. And Sierra, I'm gonna check EG. Hey, what's up, Kenda? How's it going? Yeah, I would. I don't like it at the moment. I would like to see either slight push, but higher to get into this zone, and then see if we get a rejection for a sell. But I wouldn't buy it until we see the breakout here. The buy was here where it made the support and validated. Oh, you're welcome anytime. All right, so next was Okay. And Angel was asking about Germany. Yeah, oh damn. Yeah, you're already late. It just kept pushing up. I would not buy just now, Angel.
US 30 is flying too.
That's good. That's what we wanted to see, right? So yeah, this will definitely reach 13,295 as we just looked at earlier, because the momentum is really nice. So yep. But no, Angel, honestly, I know you don't like me to say that, but I would not enter now because just because we're approaching that level and it's sort of in the middle of the zone. So it's not good risk to reward. Sierra wants to see EG. Okay, so this is actually now weekly. Support. Yep. All right, so Sierra, this is pulling back now, so it's retracing. Yeah, this will go higher after this pullback. So let's see. Are you already in a buy, Sierra, on EG? Okay. Where did you enter? Okay, 9-1. Oh, you entered all the way up top. No, that's too late. Because you see here where the move started, we were at the key zone. It validated and it pushed through. So this was that move, right? So now, if we can get, well, it already tested that 50 right there. But if we can get this candles to hold here as a form of new support, which we see on 1 hour, this should head back up. I do see it going higher. So I know you like to hear that. Because I think we are going to push just because GBP weakness and euro is currently stronger against British pound. So it just gave, you know, little strong pullback. But like, yeah, just try to refer to the like trading range where the structure is currently in. And if you are like near like the new liquidity zone or the new resistance, and it's like 20 pips away, just try to avoid entering that high or near those zones, right? Rather, you know, see if you get the pullback for continuation back to the upside, or if you get some kind of confirmation when we entered the new zone, like it did here. It consolidated and it broke up. So the entry should really been after this candle closed and opening here, and it went up 69 pips. and now it's just retracing. So yeah, it respected 50 fibs, so it could just head up from here. If you want to, you know, add position to it, I would wait for it to break 0.91 and then maybe. Well, since you are doing intraday, then yeah, 1 hour and 4 hour. But just be aware of whether the pair is in an uptrend or downtrend. As you see here, we have corrective structure back to the upside. So if you are, you know, just intraday trading, then you have to look your intraday zones, which is off of 4 hour. But I personally do think that it will go back up. Okay, let's see what is next. Okay, Mayank wants to see Euro AUD and AUD NZD. Once it starts pushing past 0.9100. Once it breaks this current traffic right here. You're welcome. Okay, Euro AUD. Okay. I'm still waiting for this to come down for this swing buy right here. Where's did you enter anything, Mayank?
Yes, hey, Ines, I entered at a moment. I sold Euro AUD at 62,600, 1.62600.
Okay, so just recently, right?
Yeah.
Do you have your chart so you can look at it?
Just a moment. Let me just send it to you. Okay.
Yeah, I still want to see this fall all the way down here in the daily zone, just because this will be opportunity for a nice swing buy.
I sold, actually, I believed, I think that's pretty immature how I sold it. But I believe that it was in the consolidation, so I wanted to see how it would act. I just check this out.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so you are on a hour. Well, that hourly support is now hourly resistance, so just remember to update that.
Okay.
Okay, I see that.
And the support would be around 61,770, right?
Let's see. Since you're on 1 hour, right, let's remove those fibs so we can clear stuff up. So your next hourly support would be 62,150.
62, 150.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's way up. I
Yeah,
put
right.
it. Okay, all right.
So let's see. So you are targeting 55 pips, right?
Yeah.
It looks good. I like it. Yeah,
I mean,
this previous swing low. Okay.
yeah, it's before it, so I think it's gonna hit the profit. I don't know. I'm just probably I also prematurely entered this trade, or I should have held it a little longer.
Well, here is on 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
It still hasn't broken below this current order accumulation, right? So me
Okay.
personally, I would have waited for it to break, let's say 62,400.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because this could rise some more, it can do something like this from here, and then drop down, right?
I placed it below like 400. I placed it at 380 something. Let me check the exact entry. No, I entered at 600, so pretty early.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you're in profit already, 15
Yeah,
pips.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. It's
Do
just
you
like
think should I put it on break even or let it run?
let's see. That depends on the spread that your broker has on this pair. What is your
Okay.
spread?
Just a second. I have 24 points.
Okay,
It's
so
variable, like it's,
2.4 pips, yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
Or probably I can place my stop loss. Just a second. Like just let me go to a smaller zone. By 814 probably, or just like 820.
even less than that, even 6 to 800.
6 to 800. Okay, exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would I mean, I would expect this to break lower, right? Just because it has tendency to go back to these key levels, and it respected
This
50.
resistance.
Yeah, respected also 50 fibs here twice. Made double top at 50 fibs, right?
Yeah.
If you see right here, see here.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's double top.
Yeah.
It could produce this momentum to go lower.
Okay. So
And
it was not that bad.
no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just that we have this, potential.
Support?
Yeah, at actually looking at it on a 4 hour, it's at 1.62285, right?
Yeah.
That could be, something that you run into and see how it reacts, and maybe just take profit until it pushes through.
So this next 4 hour candle, running 4 hour candle, has to have like really strong bearish momentum to continue with this flow, like to drop further down. I mean,
Correct.
this wick in the middle of it, like the blue wick, yeah,
Yeah.
with the long tail, yeah. I mean, probably it has to also get filled.
Yeah, and it will get filled with the momentum.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, for this 4 hour candle to close, we still have 2 hours and 40 minutes, so it has plenty of time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna hold on to this position. Also, I entered AUD NZD.
Okay, let's look at that. That boy, nothing just yet, for me personally. And yes, there's a fib video in price action alerts chat. If you are in it, I just tagged Imani there. And you said AUD NZD.
I can share my chart with you too.
Yes, let's do that. You said sell as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you in it yet? Did this
Yes,
week? Oh,
I'm already in this because of this stupid week.
yeah. I was about to say this week put you in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it would have to break this this structure here.
I was believing that, but this week has destroyed the whole propaganda of my trade to enter. I mean,
okay.
it's still in like drawdown for 12 pips.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. So let's look at it.
It also created double top, right?
Well,
And then it
we'll check on 1 hour. Let me just see on 4 hours. So it's rejecting strongly here. So that's a good sign. So this area is holding off of 4 hour. Let's look at it on 1 hour. Okay, and let's remove fibs so we have clear view here. It's really going sideways mainly. Okay. Yeah, that's so unfortunate that Vic got you in. So again, you know, full transparency, it was a little bit early of an entry because we didn't get the break below this structure, right? At 1.08875. And now it can just continue going sideways, right? Because it doesn't have enough momentum to break through this zone here on a 4 hour, the one that we marked, because it's a stronger liquidity zone. So it got turned down, as you see, a few times. But for the sell, it would have to start breaking below 1.08875.
So I should wait like an hourly, the last hour candle to close below the zone, like below this zone line that you marked. That's support, right?
Yes. So what is your stop loss for that trade now?
My stop loss is at 0.09144. That's we have. Like above the zone that we marked on 4 hour.
Oh, that's actually right above this candle here.
9144.
Oh, 9144. Gotcha. Okay. That's a good stop loss for right now. But I would just watch the momentum on 30 minutes, because hopefully this is just retest of this higher structure here on a lower time frame, and then we hopefully head back down. So that works out for you. But for me, I wouldn't enter until I see break below this.
Okay, I'll probably, if it comes to break even, I'm gonna get out of this position and wait for a better confirmation.
Yeah, that's what I would do, just because you can get stuck in this trade for hours and consolidation. Yeah.
I mean, it is under consolidation. Also, I marked the consolidation zone in my chart too. I mean, there was based on
This one right here.
Yeah, I should have placed it little to the righter side. Yeah. And it's just because of this wick I got entered. Otherwise, I would not have.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah, that's what triggered you. So you had sell stop, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's okay. Just watch it right now. But I just don't want to see you get you know, being stuck in this consolidation, because it's just annoying.
That's right. That's right. I would get out if it comes, or maybe I can already put my stop loss around Let's see. Okay.
Okay. So our friend Singh requested CHF, JPY, and GU. We went over them already, but let's double check what's GU doing.
Thank you for the information, though.
Oh, anytime, brother. Anytime. Okay, so GU is back in our zone here, and it could be heading down. Let's see when this candle closes in 30 minutes and the next one start pushing, I'll probably do a sell stop here. So for GU, I would personally do sell stop at 1.29500 and give it about 40 pip stop loss, and the target still remains 1.27700. That's what I see on GU Singh. If you're back on, yeah, you're on. I don't know if you can hear me.
NS, if person sell this at 900 and stop loss can be put at this. We can put stop loss of 40 pips here too.
So personally, I would not sell it just yet, since it's back in this liquidity zone, and I don't want to see it break up to the upside, and you get you know, faked out there. I would rather wait to see you know, on the next candle if the momentum starts pushing back down, and from there, if you enter, I would give it 40 pips room, and I would target 1.27700.
Okay.
Just because it had a strong retrace from here, right? If you look at it, it went to 70 point, well, pretty much 78.6. So a lot of people taking profits on this, but like this is still valid to go down as long as it doesn't break above 1.30100. So that's what I see on it. I mean, I've been selling this since 31,300. So I do see it going lower. And I could have taken some profits here. It was, you know, 240 pips in profit, but I still see it coming down. Let's see Angel Nas, and then we'll come back to CHF JP1. Oh yeah, this looks like it's going to go up. But the candle is still not above the 11,300. So I think it's going to, by the end of the session, to 11,730. I do see that.
So Anish, is it good to enter in like a minute if the candle remains above that line, 11,300?
Yeah, if it stays above this 11,300, this will definitely go to 11,730.
Okay.
So Mayon, yeah, I see it testing this high if this momentum can sustain.
It won't be coming back to retest anything, you think?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I would like to see, you know, how this next candle opens, which is opening right now. See, it's gonna keep pushing most likely. See how the volume kicked in first. Because if you look here, I don't like to go off of 30-minute structures at all, but like there's it can hit 11,384 and then pull back some to retest that 11,300, right? And that might not seem a lot, and it's not, but I know some people don't have big account, and that's, you know, quite a few pips to, you know, to hold drawdown to. But it's hard to get like amazing entry with indices all, you know, all the time. But I do see this happening today.
Anas, what's a good stop loss for NAS if we enter now?
If you enter now, I'll be honest, it would have to be below this structure here. So maybe 11,175.
Okay.
Which is what, 170 points, and you're targeting from here 387. So a little bit over 1 to 2 risk reward.
So so the stop loss is 11,175?
Yes, that's what I would do.
Okay, thank you.
Sierra says, what's good entry and stop loss for the GSL? I mean, if you enter right now, it would have to be 50 pips stop loss. I'm not favoring entering this just yet. I would rather put sell stop at 1.78 100. Sierra, if you are still there, I would personally put the sell stop for GA at 1.78 100, and then give it like 40-50 pip stop loss, and your first target is 80 pips, potentially more. Because the good sign for this continue to sell off is that we barely got 38 to retrace, not even that, a little bit less. So that means that there's still a lot of sellers in this pair, and it should continue selling down. So would 11,290 buy limit be good for NAS? Let's go back. Yeah, it would. I like that. That would. I do like that buy limit. For NAS. And Singh also asked about CHF JPY. That's pushing. Well, it's already at 78.6, so we will see another 10 pips up for sure. Damn, JPY turned weak all of a sudden. So Singh, your possible expectations for sales should be between 116.300 and 116.500. Because look at this momentum on 4 hour. Like, this is definitely going to test that zone. There's no way it won't. That's one strong pullback. And don't bite now. So this is where is she? Okay, Sierra, if you are listening now, so this is something similar that we saw on, I believe, your EG, right? You see how this impulsive wave is almost coming to the key zone, and you know we never entered there, right? Because it almost finishing its move, its impulsive wave. So we wait to see the reactions off of the key zone and areas. And if yes,
If we enter at 400, 116, 400,
no, because that's within this liquidity zone. Because this can be just a huge push by the institutions to activate those sell limit orders and to send it back down. Remember, we covered this supply and demand, base, rally, base.
at something about 500 we can enter.
If it breaks above 500, yes.
And SL 20 pips, 30 pips, 40 pips.
I would say 30 pips.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Sierra, definitely. Because this can just be, you know, institutional move, right? Like this, I mean, it is, because look how high, like we had a drop through the two zones, right? And then now it's rallying back up. So I'm pretty sure this will drop back from there, because there's still liquidity left to push through this pair. I could be wrong, but that's why, you know, I wait to see what it's going to do. I'm not entering like when the move is pretty much complete, as you see here. So this is what I refer to. You don't chase when it's pretty much done with its move. Once it breaks and continuation, absolutely, but not towards the end of the impulsive wave. So that kind of, if you look back at the EG, that's you know, similar what happened there. Is gold going to break or what? I have an alert there, so I want to miss that. Miss Mary, that German Italy doing nice, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. It should definitely hit 13,295. US 30 pretty much at that projected level 28. That's gonna reach. We are looking at the NAS. Yeah, if this breaks above, there's definitely 11,730 on NAS, no doubt about that. Nicola says you see. Geo stuck in that zone now. Let's see, can we sell GJ more? Well, if this next 1 hour, which is in 19 minutes, closes like this, GJ should sell back down. This will most likely go further down. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Wait, did we look at this, Maya? Yeah, so that was that. What else you
I
had?
sent another one for USD CAD. I created 2 setups, and exactly, you're looking at it.
Okay, so first scenario, sell, right?
Yes, that was a sell stop.
Okay, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, look at that volume there. Ooh, that's a strong volume down. And your target was 31,200. Yeah, definitely a realistic target. And oh, so are you already in this? Mayank, are you already in a cell?
Yes, I'm already in it. My microphone was mute. Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. Nice, yeah. You entered. What is it? Did you enter at 32,100 or?
Wait a second. Just what happened? Where is my chart? I entered this at exactly 2,100.
Okay, nice. So you are in profit. What, 46 pips, right?
Yes, exactly. Halfway. Should I make my TP break even, like the stop loss?
I would even put it, let's say, like 15 pips in profit.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty strong candle.
Yeah.
It is. Okay. I mean I'm trailing it already. I put it at 2,165.
165. Oh, that's wait, 2,165.
Yeah, that is above the entry.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I would probably put it at 31,950, so you secure 15 pips. Because I mean, I don't know, it's a strong volume to just reverse back up like that. So it could break through here and then reach the full TP.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it. Yeah, now it's done. Let's see how it turns out to be.
Yeah, I think this will keep dropping.
I mean, I also entered EJ at 124. Wait a minute. 124,900 per se. Yeah, 124,900. I entered EJ, and it's like 71 pips in it.
You bought or?
I bought EJ.
Nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, this if it breaks. See, this reversed wildly, like it just pushed through zone I was looking this for a sell, and yeah, you see the volume here, like it's most likely going to 126.050. So just trail that.
I am trailing right now. My stop loss is at 125,310.
Nice. Yeah, we'll definitely see reach this zone. Like, look at that volume. Yeah, I mean, JPY just became weak all of a sudden. Like, I don't know if there was like a news they have. I mean,
Like,
this was really not
if you're
major.
maybe I can also see.
So why?
But there was news before, not anymore.
Okay, so this was supposed to. Okay, it did came out. Oh, that's why UCAD is falling, because we had overnight rate. Yeah. So this is the thing with the fundamentals here. Let's just. We just want to look. Okay, here we go. Wednesday, right? So you see how previous was 0.25%, and they forecasted same, and it was the same. So every time the forecasted and actual is the same, or actual is better than forecasted, that's fundamentally really good for the currency, right? So that's why you see also USD CAD pushing down so hard, because it was a positive positive economical report from Canada, right? So that additionally, it's pushing it down.
So that means that CAD is getting stronger.
Yes, but doesn't mean it's now getting stronger, like changing the trend or anything. But like for the duration of this current New York session, it's showing the strength, as you see right here, since you are already in the trade.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean now it's gonna be strong for 30 days, because it will need like for the currency to continuously show strong trend and be strong against others. Like they have to be some continuous good economical reports and data from that country to actually support that in the market. We have a question from Ivan. Should be looking to buy SPX. Okay, so we just, if it breaks above this even, then we could definitely look to buy this. You see how current candle is rejecting it just because it's a zone there. But once it breaks there, then we'll definitely have a buy case here. To that next zone. I'm just concerned that this might start playing games now. But I do expect it to break higher. I just like to be a little more conservative sometimes with the indices, especially after such a big moves. So if we push through this level, then yeah, absolutely. Remember the breakout is when body of the candle is above or below the zone. not just the wick. Wick will, you know, trap you. Yeah, Nas is looking to push too. So who's here in the indices buys? I know Miss Mary is. I know Mayon.
And
You
I'm in NAS, German 30, and US 30.
nice. Are you in profit on all of them?
Yes, they're all in profit.
Awesome. Yeah, this momentum should continue higher. I definitely see it. Especially once it breaks, like they are all at those levels that we want to see them push through, and then it's just clear takeoff from there. But yeah, that Jer 30 was well, I should have gotten on that, but it's all good. But yeah, they're all looking nice as far as the momentum. I just don't want them to see now playing games.
Do you think they'll all reach their kind of the daily target that you set for them?
I honestly think so. Yeah, honestly do. Because look at this 4-hour candle here. Look at that volume.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a really strong volume. So it had some order here. So that order block, and then it broke through just like nothing. So clearly telling you like the buyers are pushing this, and it's currently under their control.
Okay, that's good.
And US 30 will definitely hit 28,000 today. And what do we have? SPX, we forgot that. Yeah, really nice volume. But again, you see, if we measure this, that's 61.8 there. So that's where my concern is, and why I'm a little bit more conservative. It's because of this zone here. Hold on, Sierra. 11,384. This one right here. Yeah. One, two, three. I mean, this correction of that wild bullish move should be over with, because we had one push, 2, 3, and they had 2 pullbacks. So this honestly should be recovering back to the upside. And especially look at this. This is going to get filled like on all of them. Like that's just I call those pockets. I know Wade called them differently, but I call them pockets in the market. And what does that mean? When you have such a large institutional candle, it creates what I refer to as a liquidity gap or pocket that will get filled. So we do have those, we have optimism, and we do have this realistic expectation for this to go back to that historical high. If anything, create equal highs, and then we'll see from there where we headed.
Do you think we'll fill that liquidity gap by this week?
That's that's a little bit rough, honestly. It is possible. I'm expecting indices to keep rising tomorrow too. But Friday it's usually like
Not that
not
much volume.
not that much volume, and they usually try to do some weird stuff and manipulate the market.
Okay.
So I always try to avoid trading Fridays unless I see something really good that I like.
Okay.
But my personal bias is that the indices should rise today and tomorrow. And depending on the momentum and volume, we might even cover that this zone here.
How high do you think US 30 will go today, Anas? Do you think it'll go all the way to fill that liquidity gap, or maybe just a couple thousand more pips?
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty convinced we will see 28,000. I don't know if it touched it yet. No, it came to 27,965.
Okay.
But let's see, realistically, it could definitely. Where's my line? It could come to 28,300.
Okay.
So
Good
it could, yeah, it could make a move up to there.
Okay.
I just the only, like I said, concern I have with the indices right now is because they're all at 61.8 retrace of this move. And the correction, like I said, should be over. So that's why I still have bias that this could keep rising.
Yeah.
It's just that it's at that level that it can get rejected off. And you see it also has traffic on the left as far as the 4-hour formations, that zone. So if you remove fibs, that 27,975 matches that previous traffic area there until we get a breakout from.
Let's see. The next hour will let us know if we're in the clear or not.
Yeah, within next hour we should see some nice indication.
Okay.
Hey, Anis, is it possible you can share the NAS chart again, please?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can guys ask me always for those charts.
Yeah, I just want to see. You said where is it a possible retest coming?
To 11,300. Here we'll zoom in all the way.
Okay.
Let's go on 30 minutes. But the volume is really nice on NAS at the moment. So I really want to see it break this level.
Okay. Yeah, I've been looking at it for the past 30 minutes. I took a screenshot. Thank you.
Oh, here you let's do this. I'll just put it in the chat for you guys so you can save that.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sierra had question. Can you give me the numbers for the breakout zone on EG? I'll give you entire chart. So if this level holds, then that should be moved, Sierra on EG. Here is the chart. Second. And here's the 30-minute. So just watch that volume. Hopefully this will hold. It's holding nicely for now, but If it breaks below 0.90670, then it's gonna be a little bit harder to believe that this will continue up. Nicholas is asking about USD CAD again. This should be the move. Hopefully that retrace happens. Okay. Okay, I don't see a new question. Is there anything else you guys want to go over? I was just double checking. I didn't miss anyone's question. But this might just keep dropping, so.
Hey, and sorry to keep asking about NAS, but since it's already above that 113 84 line, and it didn't retest or go back, does that mean it'll probably just continue up now without having to go back?
Most likely, yeah. Most likely will. But like if you see the candle is piercing through that level, right? So it's not yet forming above it, as you see those right here.
Okay.
So I don't want it to be something like this here, right? To result in the wick and then it gets pushed down. But like I personally do see all of the indices rising up.
So in this case, what would you do? Like, would you look at a 15-minute candle and see if the 15-minute candle closed above?
We could, but like you can see, it looks pretty much same as a 30-minute one, because that's the new 30-minute that open, and it's composed of two 15 minutes, obviously.
Right. I'm just trying to see what would be a good entry.
I mean, even right now, I think it's a good entry, but like, you would have to have, you know, decent stop loss. Like me personally, I don't like to increase my stop loss. I rather see it break above this level and then have, you know, maybe smaller stop loss, like right below this previous candle. So about 80, 90 points instead of like 200.
Okay. But it would be best to like wait for another 30-minute candle, you think?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
Okay. Great, thank you.
No problem.
And as you said earlier that you think the indices will continue to go up even tomorrow. So would you recommend like maybe holding our positions overnight as long as we put in profit? Or
Yes, absolutely. With this momentum, I definitely think they will continue. So there's okay. So let's do one thing that I don't know if you guys you know. Let's find a pair. Let's see. All right, let's do USD CAD and let's delete everything. Okay, and we need, where is it? Okay, we need this. So yesterday. Okay, no, so this one. All right, so this was our, so we are looking USD CAD on the daily, right? So pay attention here. All right, so this plays out about 80% of the time, right? So how we create low or high for the week. So this was, wait, was this Sunday, right? No, Sunday was the 6th. Wait.
He called a US 30 buy from morning. But he didn't give any stop loss or anything, so I didn't take it.
Was that for me or? Okay, so how is this missing Sunday candle? Well, because, hold on. Let's look at GJ. We'll do example on this one. Okay, so let's say this is our Sunday opening of the market, right? This is current candle that we have for the week, for today, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and then this is where we open, right? So what happens about the 80% of the time? By the Tuesday morning session, by the Tuesday London Open, usually the market picks its low or its high for the week, right? And then it either trades away from it or towards it. So what do I mean, right? So this was Monday, this was Tuesday, right? So this was Tuesday low, and this was high for the week, right? So what do you see here? We have this current weekly trading range, and we are looking at GJ now. So what happens is that we had, let's go where London opened. Okay, so this was London Open, right? And this was our current weekly high until that point. And as you see, when the market picks direction, right, on Tuesday, like I said, this is 80% of the time. You see when the London opens, whether it's going to trade towards that high, meaning the pair will rise for the rest of the week, or it will continue down. In this case, it continued down, right? So now we are having the retrace of that move. So even if you measure it from here, this is now testing this structure and could potentially move lower, right? This is without even looking at any support resistance or any other time frame. This is just by looking at it, the approach that, you know, I read somewhere, and they claim it, this is like institutional approach, how you can see what the banks are doing. But that just came to my mind, so I wanted to, you know, share with you guys. So this was our London Open, and previous high for the week was at 141057, and then we didn't start trading towards that area. We start selling it off. So this pair should continue selling off through tomorrow too. So that's why I think the recovery on indices as well, they should continue throughout tomorrow. Does that make any sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Once, like for example, with the GBP, JPY, once they've made the low of the week, which was on Tuesday, you say, just gonna go up and retrace back towards the high of the week?
Yeah, so this was the current low right where the London Open, and this was the current high for the week, right?
Yes.
And then it start pushing, making lower lows, and that's when, you know, you could have seen, you know, some people do London breakout strategy, which is this is I'm gonna show you exactly what the London breakout strategy is. Actually, before I move that.
Is that an ICT method?
Yeah, sort of. Yep.
Okay.
So London breakout strategy, you look last 3 1-hour candles before London opens, right? And then you box them out, right, like this. It's high and it's low. And then you put the 10 pip sell stop below or 10 pip above that structure buy stop. And that's how you catch that breakout. And if you see here, it straight went down through the profit. So that is very simple, and it's I believe 80% accurate London breakout strategy.
Is that for the beginning of the week or just any day?
It should work any day. It doesn't work always. Sometimes you get the fake out, but that's why you have small stop loss. But in this case, it worked out perfectly, and you see it was a massive pips.
Okay.
So overall, you will be pretty profitable with this.
Would you say it would work mostly just on currency pairs, or maybe specific GBP pairs, or everything?
It should work on all GBP and all Euro pairs.
Okay.
In the London session.
London session, got it.
Yes. Yep.
That's a cool strategy.
It is. This is exactly what the strategy is. Like, there's nothing more to it. Like, you literally. So this is the candle where London opened. So you look at the previous 3 1-hour candles. And actually, there's one more. I would say important detail that I have noticed, right? So the smaller the range of the previous 3 candles is, the stronger the breakout will be, right? If this range was like a really huge range, something like this, then probably a lot of volume has already been pushed through that Asian session, and you probably won't see such a wild move as it was here. So that, let's say, the smaller and the tighter this range of the 3 previous 1-hour candles before London open, the bigger and stronger the breakout will be, as you see here. So that's one important fact to remember.
So in this strategy, would you do both a buy stop and a sell stop?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You put buy stop 10 pips above, sell stop below. And once one of them gets triggered, you delete the other one.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no second guessing or buying, selling, all that. Like you make your decision, whichever one gets triggered, delete the other one, and remain with your stop loss. Because even if you lose it, right, 2 out of 10 times, the 8 times that it will work out like this, there won't be fake outs. It just straight drop. You will make up for way more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another one really simple approach. That's literally what London breakout strategy is.
Okay.
Sierra had question. Nas, let's see. That's what I was afraid of. That rejection there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not still like, so this is where I would probably personally enter if we get this pullback here and it confirms that will remain above 11,300, then I think it will just gain more momentum to go through that level.
Anas,
Yes.
this CHF JPY broken 400 level near about 500. Just check it out once.
Okay. I just sent you the screenshot, Sierra, of the NAS. Yeah, so saying it just entered our zone. So we just have to wait now, see whether we will get rejection here or it will break above. This is now exactly where you wait. You still wait. You wait for either rejection here to sell it down, which I'm honestly actually expecting to see. But if we do get the breakout above, then we will continue buying this higher. And this is the difference where you wait to see what will happen rather than you guessing it. Because both things can happen here. It can reject and we sell all the way back down, and it can break as well and we continue buying it higher. But we don't know that yet. That we have to see what the market wants to do. So always trade what you see, not what you think. There is, difference between claiming that you know exactly what will happen or having a prediction, right, based on the data from the market.
Anas, I'm just writing down some notes about the London breakout strategy. Is it the 3 candles before the first London candle? So just 3 candles, or including the London opening candle? So 4 candles in total.
Including the London candle.
Okay, so 4 1-hour candles.
Yeah. So what time zone are you in?
Pacific Standard. So
Pacific Standard. So hold on. So that would be.
That'd be 12 a.m. is the first is 9 a.m. in London.
Okay, so you need to look for 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and midnight candle. Where you at?
Also, just 3 candles then.
Yeah, those
okay,
3.
3 candles.
Yeah,
okay,
if you're Pacific Standard Time, then yeah.
Okay. I'll try to be like Aaron and just be a zombie and not sleep.
Hold on. So yeah, so 3 a.m. it's your midnight, and then 2 a.m. it's 11, and 1 a.m. it's 10 p.m. Yeah, so 10, 11 p.m. and midnight. Those 3 1-hour candles.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, so that would be so first candle starts at 10, closes at 11, then another one starts 11, closes 12. No, so the candle that starts at 9 and closes at 10, and then second one that starts at 10 closes at 11, and the one that starts that opens at 11 and closes at midnight. So those three.
Okay. So anytime after London session, I can start to look for. Well, I'll put the buy stop and sell stop, and then after that, I'll just take whatever it goes in that direction.
Yes, but you can first you can first test it on the demo if you want to be more familiar with it and just see how it works. But yeah, and remember the smaller the range of those three candles from like the low to high is, the bigger move and breakout will be.
I wonder if there's any similar strategy for like New York Open and stuff.
For New York Open, I mean,
for US players, maybe.
I'm trying to think of. I know there was one moving average strategy where people used. I think it was 13 and 26 moving average. I have to look in my files, try to find it. But I just look at the momentum, right? Because it's kind of similar to New York to London breakout. When you see momentum kicking in, then you know you can anticipate. You wait for your entry, and then you see the momentum, and you go along with it.
Yes.
See, gold got rejected here, so no breakout there. And GU pulled strong. Yeah, that's why I was advising here sell stop, because this might just continue sideways now. Well, I know. Well, actually, I'm going to be up for London tonight because I know we can catch a lot of moves. So I'll probably do London live tonight.
Well, that'd be awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that just because I see this week it's a little better movement during the London than New York. Like if I was up for London, could have caught that sell and a buy on gold, but it's all good. Okay. What other questions we have, guys? Don't be shy. Don't hesitate.
Does that London strategy work for indices as well?
Which one? Sorry.
The 3-hour candle one before London.
Oh, the London breakout. I haven't used it on indices, to be honest, but let's actually go look for you know, possible example. Let's clear this out. So the London session was, where is it? Okay, so that was the start of the London. And we look at the previous 3 candles, which at that time was those. So we can remove that. Okay, so that's, hold on. Okay, so not this candle, not the blue candle, but those 3. The smaller, the 2 bearish ones. So yeah, I mean, essentially it worked out, you see? It broke above and it continued in that direction. So this is those 3 candles we look at. See how it broke and then it continued. Broke, made the support, yeah, broke out, made the support and continued.
Oh, okay, this is nice.
Yeah, it's exactly as it is. It's so simple. Let's look at the previous day, London.
So the stop loss would be below the rectangle, right?
Yeah, or about, I would say 50%. I would
Okay.
say 50%. Yeah. So we
So
are looking
if
for.
it's going all the way to the bottom of the rectangle, then it means the trend is not valid.
Yeah, well, then it will just fake you out.
Okay.
It would be, you know, it will trigger your buy stop and it close you
Oh
out.
yeah.
But this was yesterday's London, so that and those three. Let me see, that should be 2 a.m. candle my time. Yep. So you see here, it broke out and it continued down.
Oh wow.
it's
Wow, that's worked well.
it's literally this simple.
Like stealing candy from a baby.
Let's look. Okay, well, this was, I believe, Monday now that we're gonna take a look at. Where you at? I gotta mark this. There's 2 a.m. candle. This one and those three. So the only thing you guys should practice is for indices, maybe not the 10 pips, because that's 1 point above this. Maybe let's say 50 points above this, because we are looking at the indices, but essentially it did play out too. So this was 5-2 and we look 202. So you see, once it triggered, it did went in a profit. It did go. It was 32 points drawdown, but essentially went up 180 points. So 1 to 6 risk reward. Let's look at the Friday. Yeah, this one played out too. See how it was a small zone, so that's always nice. And then yeah, it broke up. So it didn't go up 500 points, but it did 220 points. That's 2200 pips. So to me, that's good. So essentially, you guys get the idea. We can look one more example, but that's literally what that is.
Anas, could you explain like why does this strategy work? Is it about like just momentum or a lot of?
Yeah, it's momentum. It's where all the big institutions in Europe open up, and they have to, for the most part, they have to pick a side, which way they are going to transfer money and move the market. So this one would have been fake out. I mean, essentially, it will give small profit, but you see, this is right before that big drop. So that's why once you go in profit, like 50 points, put stop loss at break even. So 3 out of how many? 3 out of 4 of 5. 3 out of, no, one out of the 5 didn't work out. So 80%. And we can go so on and so on, but I want you guys to practice it just to get familiar with it. But that's all that that's to it.
It'll be exciting to try this out, with you live tonight.
Yeah, tonight we will do London. I'll make sure we do, because it's just like You see, even indices move on. Like, look at this, man. This just look at that move, man. That was 1,000 points, man. That's 10,000 pips.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, technically for New York Open, it would work too, because look what happened.
yeah. Where's New York Open? Right here at 8. Yeah, I definitely did. You're absolutely right. So this was London, and the New York Open, it's 8 a.m. my time. So we count this candle, and I mean, we don't count that. We count this. Yeah, it worked out.
Mhm. Is it just the body or also the wicks?
Week 2. Week 2.
Okay.
Mayank says I gotta go now. You're welcome, brother. Thanks for attending. We'll see you tonight too. But yeah, it did work out too. So I guess London year breakout.
Hi, Ines. Could you please look at NAS one more time, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like it's still stuck in the zone, but I'm not sure.
You said NAS 100. Yeah, now it's just stuck in the zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good thing I didn't enter.
See, that's exactly what I was not skeptical about, but like what I was a little bit concerned about. Just
Yeah.
because we have this structure, and that's also 61.8 of this entire move. So I'm not surprised that it's now showing a little slowdown and rejection. So
There's still a possibility that it'll fall like below the 300 line, you think?
honestly, I don't think it will. Just because like I don't know what will like start to push it back down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we had the breakout, we see the momentum, we see the market bias, right? We see the
Yeah.
market bias that we want to go higher and start recovering after that wild drop. So I mean, can it happen? Yes, but do I
Yeah.
expect it to happen? Personally, I don't. I think, especially if this candle close, we will remain with the structure above 11,300.
Yeah. All right. So it's just a waiting game.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one we none of us like. Even me, I promise you, I'm a patient person just in general. But like it's sometimes like, I come on, man, like just move, like,
Right.
like, do you really have to consolidate now?
Right. All right. Thank you. So
You're
I'll just keep an eye on that then.
Okay, yeah. And you can like, if you, let's say you are busy or at work, anything, you can just bring your like the like if you want to set alert at certain level, you can just hit here, create alert. So that way it will, like if, especially if you have Trading View on your phone, it will send you
Right.
like notification and tell you, you know, hey, crossing this level or crossing that level. So that way you can, you know, take care of some obligations that you might have and still
Right.
get reminded, you know, to take a look at it if need be.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Question from Evan. So the London will be, well, what time zone you're in? We will start 15 minutes before the London Open. So my time, I'm in a Central Standard Time zone, so I'm Midwest. It will be 1:45 a.m. If you're on East Coast, it will be 2:45. And if you are on the West Coast, it will be 11:45 p.m. Yeah. And then the New York, obviously, will start 15 minutes before New York session. So dear Lord, I have so many messages in Telegram. Okay. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Like I did here for the gold. I have alerted 195,229 if it starts pushing past that level to look for that buy.
I just have a question. I was wondering when you're in a trade and it's already in profit, and like you move your stop loss to like break even or like a little bit in profit, do you like check on it throughout the day, every 5 minutes, or how do you manage that trade? So I think a lot of us new people have trouble knowing. Oh, it went down. I need to like close it, or that's a real struggle for a lot of us, I think.
Okay, that's a great question. So okay, we can look at example here since we are on this chart. So let's say you entered here at this strong daily zone, right? And then your trade goes in profit. Obviously, so the best way I like to do it, if I'm in profit, let's say 100 pips, I move my stop loss 50 pips in profit. So that way I give it room for a retrace as well, right? But if you were in this trade and this went up 270 pips, like you should probably be happy with that, right? But let's say you are not happy with that, and then we have to come back and check up on it, right? See where this can retrace to this level, right? So I will usually put my stop loss. I will move it in a profit right below 61.8. So that way I even allow it like enough room for a good retrace. And then if I see the rejection of 50 and 61.8, I will probably add position at that level. So that's a second position now. And the first position goes in a profit with the stop loss at the entry of the second position. So that way, like you have secured a lot of profit, and both of them are still riding back up. And since this had a great momentum and it broke up, once it broke up and this candle formed, I would put my stop loss right below this blue candle here, this bullish candle. So that's how you essentially remain in a winning trades, and you take a full advantage of those profits.
Okay.
And I would still keep, and I would still have my stop loss here, even if this is retracing, because now the new level of the retrace you look for, hold on, would be from here. So see, you give it room to retrace all the way up to 50. And if you want to give it more room, you put stop loss right below 61.8. But at that point, this entry here is already up 170 pips. And your second entry is also in profit for about 30, 40. So you already secured 200 pips. You just, let's say you want to let it play out because you are happy with 200 pips, which you should be. So that's exactly how I do it.
Okay, that does make sense. Using the fib to know where to put your stop losses or where to adjust your stop loss.
Yeah, or if you like, let's say you don't, you are, let's say on the go, right, and you cannot really draw the fibs on your app, right? So what I would do, I would look for the creation of new higher lows or like higher highs. So once that forms and then we break through that structure, you put your stop loss right below that, and that's the same way you are trailing it.
Okay, that makes sense. And also, you mentioned earlier how you like to use alerts sometimes. would you say that that's a big part of your strategy is to use alerts once price reaches a certain level or crosses a certain threshold?
Yes, and that's a great question again. The reason I would have the alerts when, you know, let's say we conclude the session, I don't stay all the way in front of my computer. I will probably read the book or you know, study something or just take care of some personal stuff, but I will try to answer as many messages from my phone as I can. But the reason I would set this alert is because I would come back to my laptop, and then I would see if this was triggered, right? Because this is a very essential area where if we break above, we will definitely go up to 1975. So that's potential for 200 pips to monetize on. But again, it's strong liquidity zone, so it might not even break through that. So we could possibly look for, you know, sells as well.
Okay.
So every time, like I know the pair will test the strong liquidity zone, strong demand supply zone, I would set the alert unless I'm at the computer, and that will remind me to check on it. So
Okay, that's a good strategy.
yeah, I mean, that way you you know, you do your markups and you just wait for the price to come to the key levels, and you see if what you are looking for will actually play out, and you like that, and you go ahead and enter the trade.
NS, can you take last of this NZD CAD? Last view on NZD CAD.
You said NZD CAD?
Yes.
Let's take a look. JPY. Okay, actually don't have it here, so let's add. Oh, I do have some zones here. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, this actually broke the weekly downtrend. I just haven't updated this in a while. Yeah, this broke the downtrend. Okay. Now we can go on a smaller time frame. So delete that. We don't need it. So honestly, seeing this is rejecting strongly off of this level at 0.8, let's say 0.0 to round it up, 0.88000. This could potentially be a sell opportunity. Yeah, it entered that zone there. Are you in this trade for anything, buy or sell?
I am thinking to sell.
Yeah, this could be a case for sell. Hold on.
With 50 pip sell.
Sorry,
So,
what is it?
50 pip sell.
50 pip stop loss. You probably don't need 50. I think 35 would be more than enough. But your target would be 67. So almost 1 to 2 risk reward. Let's see some potential zone that could.
But maybe my spread will not be allowed to this. sell as it's I think 0.5 or 5 pip or 7 pip spread is there in this pair.
You have 7 pip spread on this pair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. Which broker do you have?
FXTM, I just want to ask this also. FXTM I have.
Oh wow, that's a really big
50. No, sorry, 5 pip.
So is it 50? Is it what is it showing? 50 or just 5?
It's 5. If I put a trade now, so my this that goes in a negative, so it will be minus $0.50.
Oh, okay. So it's 5 pips for you. Got it. Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty big because this is not a pair that like really moves. It's not so liquid. Let me see what is my spread for this. I'm actually surprised by that. That's a little bit big for NZD.
No,
Mine
even more.
is 19. The spread.
It's 85.
Yeah, so 19 is 1.9 pips, so just under 2 pips. Where's my
85. I just come to know this.
85? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's 8.5 pips. See, mine is 1.3 pips.
Which broker is yours?
This one is Hugo's Way. Let me check on my LMFX. So Hugo's Way is 1.3. Actually, my LMFX is bigger. It's 5 pips too. That's so weird. Yeah, but the Hugo's Way is 1.3 pips. Well, 1.5 now, which is still pretty good. 8.5 is a lot. I probably wouldn't be trading this pair with that spread.
Yeah, so that's why I cancelled. But it has nice potential to go down as the
Yeah.
liquidity ended up all there. And if we sell now, then also if we are in 1:2, 2:1 risk reward ratio.
Yeah, well, with your spread, if you sell it now, it's pretty much going to come down to 1-to-1 risk reward. And that's not the best setup, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's okay, bro. Thank you.
Sorry, what's that?
I'm saying it's okay. Thank you. I'll not be trading this,
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that's a big spread for this pair because this pair doesn't really move that wild. So it's for you maybe best would be to try to swing trade this. Other than that, like with that spread, like that's a ripoff from the broker.
And on gold, I have 23. Yeah, no. Yeah, 20.
So that should be only 2 pips, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
This BD Swiss has 97 on gold.
97?
Yeah, on gold.
Yeah, that's almost 10 pips. I mean, so on the if that is the spread on the regular day, that's really not cool from your broker. I understand sometimes when we have a huge, let's say, economical announcements and some huge live press conferences and stuff like that, it tends to increase a little bit just because broker is not able to get you immediate liquidity provider or exactly the same price you would maybe enter during the news. But like on a regular day, if spread is 10 pips, that's not cool. Like that's
On regular day, it's 10 pips. And in indies, FXTM don't have indies. BDCs have, but what they do is they only have one standard lot to buy in indies. No 0.1, no 0.10.
so I believe the BD Swiss broker works same as my LMFX. So even though it says one lot, I think that is equal to 0.01 with Hugo's Way, right? It's just that they have it set up like that. Because my LMFX, if I want to trade indices, I can't open position less than one standard lot. But in reality, I think that's 0.01 with what Hugo's Way has.
I just opened ZR30, so I have just bought one. So spreads are pretty cool in this. In these, it's okay, normal spreads, but you know, some spreads are too high, too much high.
Yeah, so that's why you have to you know, see what would be the best to trade with the broker you have, because if you have like 8, 9, 10 pip spread, like, and it's slow moving pair, like that's, I don't like that. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. I don't know if yeah, you're still on. So thanks for joining. We'll do tonight definitely London. I will try to do New York as well. I do have a lot of let's say personal documentation to take care of tomorrow, but I'll do my best to do both London and New York.
So brother, today no trade?
No, I haven't entered anything. I just have still GU cell running from 31 300. EJ didn't do what I was expecting, so that's why I'm gonna just watch it. And if this breaks back up, I'll probably just take my profits on GU. But I feel like it should come down to this weekly level.
Anas, I was wondering, is there any benefit to trading exotic currency pairs,
Okay, no,
or
thank you.
is it not worth it at all for new people?
So first things first, is it worth trading them? I think it is. Do I recommend for the new people? I don't. The reason is because they have wild spread, pretty much like crypto and indices. And you need to be familiar with the structure and how they move. That's number one. Number two, you have to anticipate to have you know, a bigger stop loss, and therefore I would suggest having bigger account for them. But can they pay you well? Absolutely, they can pay you really well.
So is there a reason why some people prefer exotics? Is it less manipulation by the banks, or better for
Well,
price action?
well, I mean, they so the price action works on them as well too. So I know a few people that just trade indices and they're doing really well, right? It's just, if you do I would say if you're doing not indices, exotics, I'm sorry, I know a few people that just do exotics. So if you decide to do exotics, I would just focus on exotic pairs like USD, Turkish lira, USD, South African, which is USD ZAR, you know, Euro, Turkish lira, and you know, those. I wouldn't try to do both regular forex major pairs and exotics. I would just pick one or the other.
Okay.
But yeah, they can pay really nice.
Also, if someone is like doing certain like GBP pairs, should they also like kind of stack it up and do the same correlating pairs in multiple trades, or would you recommend just sticking to one and maybe taking a bigger lot size if that's your plan?
For like the entry.
Oh no, no, like you know how some pairs correlate with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you recommend, you know, taking out 4 different pairs of 4 different currencies because they all correlate, or just stick to one, or just make a bigger lot size?
So that's a good question. So personally, what I do, I like to trade 2 pairs with correlation, right? I don't
Okay.
I don't like to have like many trades open at the same time. So
Yeah.
I would divide my lots between 2 trades, usually 3 at the most, depending like what they are, the intraday or swing and so on. But like my pick personally, like the best correlation is between GBP NZD and Euro NZD, and GBP AUD and Euro AUD. So those are 2 best with correlation. Absolutely love them. I had amazing success with them, and I recommend studying those 2 because they have a good liquidity. They follow very nicely price action, and it's just I mean those are like my 2 correlation picks if I have to choose.
Okay, that's a good plan.
But great questions, brother. Really, really, really like that.
Thank you. Also, do you ever scalp? Like, you know, like 5, 10, 15, 20 minute in a trade, or do you prefer intraday or swing?
Intraday and swing. I mean, I have a lot of material about like scalping and stuff like that, but it's just like it doesn't fit. Let's say my, I don't know if I should say personality, but it just doesn't fit me, right? That's I think was one also big step up for me, knowing like what best suits me, right? And it's not because like, you know, I have to enter with a bigger lot size, and I don't have anxiety of being in a drawdown. Like I held 300 pips drawdowns, like, you know, which some people will think like is ridiculous. But I closed it in profit. But anyway, I just don't prefer like, you know, having to constantly monitor my trade, and that's what you have to do with the scalp. Like you literally have to glue to the screen, because, you know, what if you enter at 10 lots and then it just all of a sudden moves 30 pips against you and you were scalping it for 15 pips, so you're down now $3,000 in like 15 minutes. So it personally, it doesn't fit me. So I have nothing against people who scalp. Like I said, some people, you know, I ran into, like, they're absolutely killing it, but I don't have interest in it, with all honesty.
Okay.
And let's do this small accounts to scalp.
For the scalp, I don't think it really, well, I don't want to say it really doesn't matter. Obviously, the bigger account you have, the better it is. But could you scalp with a small account? Yes, you can. But like, you have to really become good scalper. Like you have to practice it on the demo, because you don't have much room for error, right? So that's what I would say. You cannot like, your like my drawdown will like exceed like 2-3 of your scalps, right? And if you lose 2-3 trades, then that's a big deal for you, right? So let's say I'm selling GBP USD, right? And I have stop loss of 50 pips. So you probably won't have 50 pip stop loss with 3 scalps that you might have. And if all 3 hit for you, like that's a big deal for you. But for me, it's not a big deal. For me, it's just one trade, and I'll recover it on the next one. But for you to recover those 3, you know, let's say if they ended up being losses, like you have to go even more aggressive with the higher lot size. And now that breaks, you know, discipline, and it breaks good habits of proper risk management. And it also leads to rage trading, and you don't want that. Like you don't want to, oh, I know this is going to sell or buy, and you know it just faked me out 3 times, I'm gonna keep going back because I still believe it is. No, like you lose trade, let it be, like we on to the next one, because you cannot fight the market. So that's what I would say. It's definitely possible, but you have to be pretty good at scalping and practice a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing. Gold now sideways.
Yeah, I feel like the indices are kind of very quiet at the moment. I guess maybe it's because it's lunchtime in New York, so maybe people are taking a break.
Yeah, but the good thing, we had a closer above 28,000 on US 30, and I'm pretty sure we had closer here. Yeah, so I think after they finish lunch, they will be ready to push this higher.
Mm-hmm. Also, is September, October like you know, more volatility in the markets compared to the summer? Because the summer was like kind of quiet. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, just think of it logically. Like summer is the vacation times.
Yeah.
But starting September and then October, November, let's say November, like mid-November, up until then, like it should be really amazing. Already when it's like halfway through November, you're already getting ready for like Thanksgiving, and then you have December coming up with the Christmas. I would say first 2 weeks of December are pretty decent, but then, you know, later on towards the, you know, end of the year, Christmas, New Year's, you know, that's when it dies out. And I personally don't trade first week of New Year. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because the banks are closed, and once they open up, there's no way. Like, I mean, there is a way that you can potentially predict, but like it can have like 500 pip, you know, wicks and stuff like that. So why risk being, you know, in that situation? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Hey, Ines, I just missed what you said about NAS. Did you say it was a good entry right now?
No, it's a good indication that it closed above the zone that we wanted it to see remain. You see, like it should, I mean, it kind of gave that pullback, so it should honestly keep rising from here. I don't see.
So you think it's good to enter now?
You could, but you need to have 100-point stop loss.
Okay.
So that's what I would do if I was entering it now.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. But yeah, like I was trying to say, beginning of every new year, it's not good to trade you just want to see the market reaction and what is happening, and then you know, trade off of that.
Also, I'm not sure if you mentioned this before, but on NFP, do you have a specific strategy, or do you stay away, or do you treat it like a regular day?
So NFP, I prepare by reading the economical reports leading to NFP release, and I just watch the volume, right? Essentially, the way I look at the news and I watch the fake out is, let's say, I watch it on a 15 minutes. So this is like one thing that I find out, and it works really well for me as far as the trading news. So if this is the last 15-minute candle right before the news release, right? So let's say the news was coming out in 8 minutes, and this is the current candle. If this candle remains bullish, I seen that 80% of the time, like it will go opposite way once the news hit, the release hits.
Okay.
So that's what I look at as far as the candle. But then I also read upon, you know, the news and what just try to gather as much information as possible.
Okay. So you'll say that because of NFP, whether the news is positive or negative, as soon as the news comes out, it's gonna reverse 80% of the time, just because.
Well, if let's say this was bullish, this candle remains like this, and then the next one will probably cause a nice drop, either retrace or something. But I try to, you know, let's say predict the overall market move throughout that New York session when we have NFP.
Okay.
Yeah. USD CAD also lost the momentum. I know Mayank was in it. Yeah, slowly rising, so good. But yeah, hope you guys, you know, took some notes down. It's recorded as well, but like, you know, we went over this simple breakout strategy that really works well. So we will look for some trades tonight for the New York, just because sorry, for the London, just because this week London has better volume.
Do you think we'll look at currency pairs or maybe indices for London?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you see they move nicely out of the London breakout.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they continue throughout the New York, so that's a good sign. So it's not like one session rides it in one direction and then other one reverses it completely.
Okay.
So that's ideal to look for.
Can you foresee any reason why the indices would just, you know, fall right now, or do you think everyone's in agreement that it's going to keep going up?
I personally expect them to keep going higher, but again, we will approach some strong levels, you know, that we could get a decent pullback from. Like you see, this candle is nice. Let me delete this. Like this 4-hour candle is beautiful with the volume. But again, we are going to approach in this zone here where we could get some, you know, resistance and where price could even from all the way here retrace down to this levels.
Okay.
Because that's a strong zone, right? And if we break through that, then yeah, we'll probably be covering that previous high.
So you'd recommend to just kind of ride the wave, and even if there's some, as long as we're in profit, just keep holding even till tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to be patient.
Secure your entry. I mean, if you are happy with the profit that you are in now, then take the profit and just wait for the market to give another entry opportunity.
Well, for US 30, I entered at 27730, which is like a long time ago. But I only entered with like a small lot size. So even though it is in profit now, I'm happy. I'm like, darn it, we should have put in more of a lot size. But I moved it to profit already, so I'm happy. So I'll just hold it for maybe till tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely like that approach. Okay. Okay. If we don't have more question, then we'll go ahead and conclude the session, guys. And we'll be up tonight for London. Try to get some good trades. And we'll continue with any other questions, anything.
Thank you, Anis.
Keep on
See
building.
everyone tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you, brother, for this informative sessions you take. It's really helpful.
Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that, and you're welcome.
Anis, what time are you doing the London session?
What time zone you in, so I can tell you?
Oh, same as yours.
oh yeah, Central. So 1:45 a.m.
1:45. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Got
Thanks.
it. You're welcome. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys for the London session.
Thank you.
You're welcome.